Morning, Rotary District 7770. Happy Friday, May 15th. Welcome to Conversations with Rotary Action People. My name is Donald Hovis, your host from the Chicora Rotary Club here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Our featured guest today joining us from the Hilton Head Island Van Landingham Rotary Club, Mr. John Myer. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
I tell you, if you've ever wanted to drive a Porsche, know how to go 130 miles an hour, you're going to hear all about that here by Mr. John Myer here in just a little bit. But John, I want to kick it off by you talking about your career in Rotary, because I know you've been in Rotary quite a while. Tell us.
Yeah, I joined in 2003. Got involved with the club right off the bat. Worked my way up, became the club president in 08, 09. We've got a good club. We have, as Bernie can testify to, we've got two major projects that we do, and that is we have a televised auction where we sell about $80,000 worth of stuff that's been donated. And then we have a concession stand at the Heritage Golf Tournament. Of course, we're not going to be having that this year.
And now, John, you're a very humble man, but I have to say, I talked to you yesterday and I found out a little bit about you. And you are a past president of your Rotary Club. And
Yes.
You also won Rotarian of the Year in your club back in 2007. So thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. It's a good group.
I've heard, and I was at the Heritage last year myself and had a blast. So I know all about the fun that can be had at the Heritage. So, John, just to kind of let you know, those of you joining here on Zoom that can hear me, good morning and thank you for joining. Please go to the chat box and tell us where you're watching from and your Rotary Club. We're also streaming this on our district Facebook page. If you can hear us on Facebook, please post a comment on where you're watching from and your Rotary Club as well. I do want to introduce a few people here on the line with us today. Past District Governor from the Hilton Head Island Rotary Club, Mr. David Gerard and his wife, Susan. Good morning, guys. Also, past District Governor, newly awarded polio award winner from the entire Rotary International, one of 10 people in the world, the infamous, the guy I want to be one day, Bernie Rydell. Good morning, Bernie. District Governor-elect from the Rotary Club of Myrtle Beach, Miss Pauline Levesque. Good morning, Pauline. Our Public Image Chair for our Rotary District, Miss Mary Gask from the 5 Points Rotary Club. Good morning, Mary. And our District Communications Chair from the Somerville Evening Rotary Club, running our live stream today, Technician Terry, Mr. Terry Moore. Good morning, Terry. Thanks for all you're doing. So we're going to kick it off now with the vision statement of Rotary. Together we see a world where people unite, take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. Now, John, you are a Porsche driving instructor, and that's what you're going to talk to us about today. We'll let you get your phone straight there. All right, things are good to go now. You did send over a few questions that we want you to talk about. So I think you're a Porsche driving instructor. You live in Hilton Head, but where do you actually run?
We run at Roebling Road Raceway, which is just outside of Savannah and Pooler. It's about an hour from my house to the track.
All right. And do you run there with a particular group?
Yeah, the Coastal Empire region of the Porsche Club of America is my main group, but I go out with other groups that rent the track.
Can anyone participate?
Essentially, yes. You have to have a car that is a performance-oriented car, but it's not limited to Porsche at all. We have all sorts of cars. We've got Corvettes, BMWs, Mustangs, Dodge Chargers, even Minis, and a few Volkswagens and Miatas, and the whole gamut.
To get started, I mean, what do you have to have in terms of requirements to get on this track?
Really, there is no requirements. You have to be 18 years old and be a licensed driver. To get on the track, you have to have a helmet, but most clubs have those available for rent relatively cheaply.
Get ready, Terry. When you're racing out there on the track, what's the highest speed limit you can go?
It depends on what car you've got and how good of a driver you are, but I can hit right around 130 miles an hour, and I have a low-powered car.
A low-powered car that can go 130 miles an hour?
Well, yeah.
Wow. So now what you guys are going to see on the screen is you're going to see John here on the Roebling Raceway.
Now, this is going down the front straightaway. I'm on street tires on this go around, so I'm not quite as quick as I should be, but that's turn 1, and we're coming around turn 2. You can see the layout of the track in the middle of the picture, and then it's got the speed down below. We're coming up on a very fast sweeper turn 3. I think we lost the video there. At least mine stopped.
Yep. Well, it'll pick back up here. There you go.
Okay, now we're on turn 5. We open up. Next, we have a 180-degree turn 6 and turn 7. And there was a little bit of oil spilled, and right about here, and around we go. It's a very safe track. There's really not much of anything that you can run into. You know, if you lose control of your car, you just spin like I did there. And that's about the end of the video, because I'm coming into the pits now. There's pit lane.
That's amazing. How long have you been driving Porsches?
Since 1997.
And is a Porsche your everyday car, or just when you go to the racetrack?
I've got a car that's pretty much set up for the track. You know, racing seats, and it's got stiffer suspension, and put race tires on. So
really neat.
Yeah, but you don't need that. You can just go out with your normal street tires and that kind of thing.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if you wanted to go out on the track, you just sign up with a group and pretty much just show up for the weekend. It's a lot of fun.
It does sound like a lot of fun. I will say, if you're watching us through Zoom and you're watching us through Facebook and you have a question for John, please post it in the chat box or in the comments, and we'll get to your questions here in just a few minutes. We do have some coming in, so thank you. We'll get to those here in just a little bit. So we saw in the video that there is a chance you could wreck your car, but talk to us a little bit more about that.
You won't wreck your car, you can spin. As I say, there's very few places where you can actually hurt your car, and if you're out on track with people, you will not get into a multi-car incident. If you are one of the newer people out on track, you have to go out. Every time you go out on the track, you are with an instructor, and the instructor is supposed to keep you out of trouble.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Can you use what you learned there on the track at Roebling on the street?
Oh, absolutely. There's a bunch of things that you can learn. One, and probably the most important, is your vision, keeping your, what we call, eyes up. You want to look ahead at least 3 seconds down the track, because it gives you more time to, think about what you want to do in case there was an incident. You've got more time to react, and you can do so a lot easier and safer than if you're just looking down at the road in front of you. We also work on braking, so you can learn how to, brake hard when the situation calls for it, and then you learn a lot about the threshold of your car itself, how capable it is going around the turns. I can pull about 1G in my car through the turns, which is, a lot more than virtually everybody has ever done with their car, and my car is more capable than a lot of others.
Wow. If someone was interested in, going there to race, how do they go about that? How do they sign up? What's the process?
The easiest way to do it would be to go to the Coastal Empire Region website, and that's www.cerpca.net. And that will bring up the homepage, and then you just click on driver education, and just follow the steps.
Excellent. Once again, if you do have a question for John, post those in the chat box here or in the comment section. So, John, these are now questions from the viewers.
Okay.
How many cars are allowed on the track at one time?
It depends on which run group. There's a series of run groups that we have. Green is for novices. Then we go up to black and red, which is for instructors. The green groups have 20 cars maximum on a track at a time. The advanced groups can go up to 25 or 30.
When you're out there racing, I'm sure of this, but we want you to definitely answer this question. Is there any type of emergency equipment available at the track?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have ambulance, they have tow trucks. If something happens, that they shut down the track and get the ambulance out there or a tow truck and bring the cars in.
Now, can you race any type of car on this track, or does it have to be a Porsche?
No, it can be any car. As long as it's a performance-oriented car. If it's like a Toyota Camry, I would say no, but Miatas and BMWs, they're out there all the time.
And so how does it go about? So if let's say someone wanted to go there with their own car, a performance type of car, and race it, do they go through that Coastal Empire group, or do they contact the track? How does that work?
Now, you can go either way, but the Coastal Empire group, you can sign up for one of our dates. The track, has other groups that go out there, and then you can bring your car out with them, with different groups. But, they're just going to point you in a direction like Coastal Empire.
Do you know by chance if they do any dual diesel pickup truck racing at this racetrack?
I haven't seen one of those out there yet.
How about any female or youth participation?
You have to be 18 years old and be a licensed driver. We've got plenty of women out there, and we have female instructors as well.
Can you tell us maybe your scariest situation on the track?
As an instructor, probably I had one guy who came out with a brand new Corvette Z06 with 500 plus horsepower on it, and it had 30-day tags on it. He had only had the car 2 weeks, and he had never done anything like that before. He had a tough time figuring out how to brake and when, and we went off track once, but that was probably the most thrilling episode that I had.
Now, your Coastal Empire group, when do you guys typically race? Do you race multiple times a year?
Yeah, we go out about 3 or 4 times a year. We call it driver education rather than racing, because we don't do actual wheel-to-wheel competition. There's no winners, no losers. Nobody's really keeping times. So it's just come out, run what you brung, and then be safe going home.
And then you just said it a little bit ago, but we've had some more people join. So how does someone sign up, contact to go race there? Say it one more time.
Okay, go to www.CERPCA.net, and that's the Porsche Club website, and then you just click on driver education and just follow the links.
And they can do that prior to making the drive to Georgia, correct?
Oh yeah, you need to sign up in advance. And the cost, I think, is like $250 for the weekend. And you get 4 sessions on track every day. And then the new people have classroom sessions as well.
And how long of a segment are you on the track?
Each session is 20 minutes long.
Okay, so you basically get 160 minutes of on-track time for $250.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which is really pretty good compared to a lot of the other groups and other tracks.
Now, while you're out there racing, do they ever mix the type of cars that are out there together?
Oh yeah, everybody goes out. Everybody gets set up in one of the run groups. As I say, from green to red, and so you have all your new people will be in green, and then as they get more advanced, then they break off into different higher level groups, and the advanced drivers are usually all out together, and there can be some wide discrepancy in power and speed on some of the higher groups.
Are you able to receive any type of certification that might be able to help you with your auto insurance?
No, unfortunately. But if you do something with your car, hurt it, that your normal car insurance should take care of it. If not, they do have specific track insurance that you can get.
One viewer here says she has heard of the Hutchinson Island track, but
Yep.
not Roebling Road. What is the difference?
Hutchinson Island is on Hutchinson Island in Savannah. Roebling Road is about 20 minutes away, farther inland. The Hutchinson Island is not a very safe track for learning how to drive high performance. There's walls and Armco barriers, and if you lose control of your car at Hutchinson, you're going to crash into something. Where Roebling, it's wide open.
All right, and someone asked for the website that John mentioned a couple times. That website is in the chat box. So if you need to write it down, please refer to the chat box. How about, do you have any charging outlets at the track for Teslas?
Yes, there are 220 outlets. I don't know how much power they need, but yeah, it's out there, and there's plenty of power. A lot of people bring out camping trailers, things like that.
Well, this has been really informative. If anyone else has a question, I knew we were going to get lots of questions today, and we appreciate those, and we appreciate all you guys being on with us today. If you just joined, because I know there was a couple people that just joined, we are listening to Mr. John Myer, a member of the Hilton Head Island Van Landingham Rotary Club, who is a Porsche driving instructor at the Roebling Racetrack in Georgia. So excellent information. I'm not a car guy, but I love going fast when I'm not driving. So I would love to ride with someone on this track. I don't know that I would ever want to drive this, especially at 130 miles an hour. Maybe I'll go with Bernie.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, great info. I agree. Absolutely great info. Any final questions here for Mr. John? Just post those in the chat box. While we're seeing if any questions do come in, thank you guys again for joining us via Zoom today and on Facebook. We do these conversations with Rotary Action people Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. The speaker schedule is lined up through right now early June, and that will continue. And we've had some wonderful speakers. If you've missed any of these episodes, you can watch it either on our Rotary International District's Facebook page or on our district YouTube channel. We will be sending emails out going forward with links to the YouTube videos. You should have received one yesterday, and you'll start receiving those once a week going forward. To close this down here, John, I want to say thank you for joining us. I will give one more shout out to our Rotary International District's Facebook page. Go there and watch this video. Share it on your club pages. Share it on your personal pages. If you're watching us today and you're in a Rotary club that has a public image chair, which should be every Rotary club, please reach out to them. Let them know about these talks. Let them know about, sharing this information, because we would love to get more Rotarians involved. And if you're also interested in being involved in something like this, please reach out to myself, Mary, or Terry. That information was put in the email that was sent yesterday with the YouTube links. And to wind us down, we're going to recite the Rotary 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Happy Friday. Happy weekend. John, thank you again. Look forward to seeing everyone back on Monday, May 18th for the next conversations with Rotary Action people. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Friday, May 15th. Thank you.
Thank you.